Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy RHOA. We are back with another video, and we have the pleasure of sitting here today with MBELE from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, she might be known for her work on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 10, The Elephant Room, where she did read all the ladies down, okay? And then she had some interesting interactions with some of the ladies, specifically with King Zolciak. Now, last week we talked about exactly what went down with MBELE calling out Kim and her problematic behavior, what, 2 years ago, just about?
Just about.
And at that point in time, I feel like we all kind of turned a blind eye to exactly what she was saying, and even to some of Kim's actions and statements at the end of that season at the reunion. Now that we're looking past everything that's going on with George Floyd, the entire Black Lives Matter movement, and specifically calling out problematic people who make and do problematic things with regards to race on our reality TV shows. Kim Zolciak is now at the center of a lot of this controversy, but we also want to talk to MBELE not only about just that experience, but what she does in general, so that you guys can know exactly how to get read if you ever need to, okay? So MBELE, first of all, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, my dear. Appreciate you so much. Again, love and appreciate you. It's an honor to meet you. I love what you do and how you do it. I appreciate your professionalism. I appreciate your fact finding. I appreciate your biased and unbiased opinions. I appreciate you just being yourself and really fact finding and going back to even know that I did speak on this 2 years ago.
And, you know, when we talked about it, I did have some questions, and I actually stated in the interview, in my video, that I wanted to speak with you.
Actually, because somebody sent me the link, and I was there.
Perfect. So my first question is, how did you get hooked up with the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Okay, so I guess in 2015, I started doing a segment here on Instagram called Random Reading Saturday. And I would go out to different eateries in Atlanta or around Georgia and do psychic medium readings for random people. My god sister was working on her thesis, and she was doing it on metaphysics. So she would introduce herself and she would tell people what she was doing for school, and she would ask them how they felt about the spirit realm. Then she would introduce me as a psychic medium. And people would get free readings from me. They were 15 minutes long, but I had to be able to record them and post them on all of my social media platforms. So one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta's producers watched me, unbeknownst to me, and then she called for a reading, loved her reading, loved the time we spent together. And then she asked me what was my goal, and I told her that I wanted to be the only Black female medium on television. So let me clear that up before I move forward. When I made that statement, I meant it because there are no Black female mediums on television. So when I said I want to be the only one, I would have in fact been the only one. It didn't mean forever. I mean, at that moment in time. So I guess about 36 months later, we had kept in touch. Anyway, we kept in touch. And then she called me one day and asked if I wanted to be on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I said yes. And the rest is what it is.
Okay, so the other thing, and I got a lot of questions about this. You mentioned not getting paid in your IG Live. Can you tell us why you brought that up?
So since I appeared on the show, Okay, first let me say that I don't watch reality TV. I don't.
Okay.
I don't watch much TV. I'm a binge watcher. Hulu, Netflix, movies. I'm that kind of girl. I like game shows and stuff like that. I was not a fan of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, so I didn't. And that's not the only show I didn't watch, so I'm not picking on them. So I was very unfamiliar with how things go.
Okay.
So after my appearance on the show, people would say things to me like, "Oh, well, they get paid to do that, so that's it is what it is." So I'm like, okay, so they get paid to get disrespected. They get paid to be disrespected. I knew going into it I wasn't going to be compensated. When I asked the girl how much this gig pay, she said, "It's not a paying gig. We don't have the money to give you. You're going to be a guest. That's your compensation. The world will see you. Anybody that watches the show will see you." I said, okay, cool. You know what? That still sounds like money to me. And it's a step closer in the direction that I want to go in. So I was fine.
Right.
It wasn't about the monetary compensation. My comment is for when people say things along the lines of, well, they get paid to do this, or that's their bread and butter. That's their check. Okay, I didn't get a check. You're not going to disrespect me for pay, and you're damn sure not going to disrespect me for free.
Gotcha. Okay. So that clears that up. It could have been taken a multitude of ways, but I feel like people will get it now.
I hope so. Because I knew there was going to be no monetary compensation. I did not know I was going to be disrespected. And I hope you asked me about all the people that said, if she's psychic, why she didn't see that coming? Okay.
Wait, respond to that now.
I did see it coming. Because the day before we recorded, I wake up every morning and I do daily meditation and shrine work. It can take me anywhere from an hour to 2 hours. The day before I recorded with them, I was literally on my yoga mat all day long with every crystal in my home, anointing chakras that y'all don't even know exist. Okay? So clearly the universe prepared me to be so calm and so smooth.
Okay.
I was ready.
So, with that in mind, what was your experience like with the ladies directly once they got there? Because I know you said it took about 4 hours or something like that.
My God. Yes. We got there. My eldest daughter came with me, or went with me. We got there about 5. They started trickling about 8 o'clock, 8:30. They had me setting up stuff that means nothing to me.
Why did they do that?
I mean, this is for the aesthetic. Is that the word I want to use to set the
Yeah. Okay.
There were some things that you see there are from my actual shrine room. Some things were things that were there on set. I don't burn that much sage in a year. Is all I'm gonna say. But again, we're here. This is my chance. I'm with you.
Okay. Fair enough. You were willing to play the game.
I was playing the game. Well, not playing. I was playing the part.
Right.
I was doing what they asked me to do. I don't like the word playing the game. I used to work for this company years ago, and as I climbed the corporate ladder, one of my co-managers said, "You got to learn how to play the game." And my life is not a game. So that is a phrase that will never sit well with me. When we're talking about my life, I see not one game being played. But I understand the phrase. I get it.
They kind of want you to play ball with them to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I feel like that's what they were trying to position you at. Like they were trying to position you. In my mind, this is how it seems. Just from my knowledge of reality TV, they wanted to kind of give you the air of being, mysterious and this, that, and the third. And so, is that why they were asking you to put all of these things up in the space?
Mm-hmm. And had I known you was gonna have on a baseball cap and t-shirt, that's all I'm gonna say. I have been bougie all of my damn life. When I became a mom, I've been everybody's PTA president, PTSA president. I've served on everybody's council. I've been everybody's cheer mom, everybody's football mom. Let me tell you something about t-shirts, some tights, and some sneakers. I'm from Philly. I throw some Timbs on real quick, and I love a good baseball cap. So what they was looking for, I was like, so I can't wear my white beater and my shorts. It was like, no ma'am, not on TV. And I was like, it's not going to affect my read. It's just, but I went ahead and I did what they asked me to do.
So, I went back and I watched some of the ladies talk about you on the after show.
Mm-hmm.
And they mentioned that you were being extra shady. Was that true? Or was that just their interpretation?
That was true. And it was their interpretation, but it was true. So let me get y'all to my drive there and my day getting makeup at home and all that. I don't wear makeup. I hate lashes. God bless every woman on this planet that wear lashes. Bless y'all. Bless y'all little hearts. It ain't my thing. And while I'm prepping and I'm getting ready to get there, and the girl is calling me, oh, so they want you to do this and they want you to do that. And they just, and I'm like, I knew you about 6 months now. I know you didn't ask me to do that. So before I even got there, I felt like you already attacking my character. You know my MO. You know how I get down in life. What you're asking me to do, that's not me. Then when I got there, production asked me to be shady. Okay, let's be clear. So my attitude, every bit of attitude that y'all saw on TV was 100% legitimate. Ultimately, whatever word, marvelously, satisfactory, whatever word you want to use, it was me. I was pissed. And I was pissed because the girl that hired me or asked me to come and be on that show knows me, knows my character, knows my children, you know my family, I know you didn't just ask me to do this. You could have told me this from the beginning, I would have said no. So, as I got there, and people don't understand, like when you're a medium and you introduce yourself, and people say, "Oh, what do you do?" And you say, "Oh, I'm a medium, or I'm a spiritual advisor." "Oh, what do you see around me?" Go to Walmart and ask them what they see about their TV, and try to walk out the door. You see what I'm saying? It's a level of disrespect that comes with my profession that is ran out. It's ran out because you cannot go to the dentist and say, "I got these wisdom teeth, they bothering me. Oh, by the way, thanks, I'm out." You just can't go anywhere and walk out. So to ask me to take on your energy and possibly have to clean my energy afterwards because you're curious, come on now, that makes sense nowhere. So this was all day. Well, not all day. This was 2 or 3 hours of different people coming in and out of the building. That's a second. That's me. Oh, hey, how you doing? Oh, well, what do you see around me? I see you getting the hell away from me. That's what I said. Because I had, mind you, I'm already uncomfortable. The outfit that I wore is mine. It's still in my closet. That was the second time I ever wore it. It's mine, custom made for me, for my son's rites of passage. The makeup was foreign to me. The reindeer games they were playing when I got there, not my cup of tea. Everybody want to, oh, what you want to see? Everybody want to touch me. I don't touch people, so don't ask me how I'm making it through Corona. Corona cool. Y'all now in my life. Y'all now in my world. Don't touch me.
So this was production asking you these questions, like sort of like
the talent ain't even there yet. The girls ain't even there yet. Okay. Then now there is when you're honing in on this much energy, there are things that should be done. And everything that I was doing, that's why I brought my daughter with me to help me set up quicker, because I didn't know that when y'all told me to be here at 5, everybody was going to be until 8:30, 9 o'clock. I didn't know that. I'm thinking I'm there at 5, they're there at 6. We on this.
Right.
So I'm trying to rush and set up stuff. And they're like, oh, no, don't do that. We want you to do this. Okay, but this is how I do things. So everything they wanted me to do was not stuff that meant anything to me. Again, we're adding on to my irritation. Never been a Nene fan. When she came in, loved her. As I think Cynthia was next, loved her. I believe Kenya was next, loved her. I believe Candy was next, love her. Now we're going to stop right here. We're going to stop right here for 2 reasons, because I think Sheree came in with the other 2.
Okay.
So we're going to stop with Candy. The chair that Candy sat in, I anointed the hell out of that chair. That chair was my focal point from the moment I saw it. That chair was supposed to be my chair. That seat, I said, it is me or whoever else sit here. That chair just caught my, like that chair just moved me. I would have brought that chair home if I could have. I don't know why, but I liked it a lot. So I focused a lot on that chair. So when I was saying, oh, Candy, I was really saying, oh, Candy, girl, you in the seat, girl. Boo, you in the seat. Then we had some people over time that have said, I was happy to see Candy because I'm an Escape fan. Let me stop y'all. Because you got a platform. We're going to address all of this. No disrespect to Escape, Candy, Tamika, Tiny, and the other one, I think her name Tamika too. I don't remember. Latasha. Baby, I'm from Philly. I'm a total fan. If I'm anybody fan, it's Pam. Let's be
okay.
That ain't no shade. That's facts. So when people were saying stuff like that, I was like, they ain't even decent. They ain't hit to sit at home waiting. You know what I mean? Like, okay. So I was like, okay, whatever. But anyway, so then Sheree and Porsha and Kim came in. And literally what Kenya said. When Kim came in, the whole thing just went dark. Everything just, when she walked in, all of them that was already in there with me was all like, everything. And I was like, well, what the hell is going on here? What? I don't know. Remember, this stuff is edited for TV.
Right.
Things that I think that should have been aired wasn't aired. Like, okay, so the shaking thing. I don't shake hands. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't shake hands. Not my twist. Now, y'all wearing gloves and masks, and y'all all do. I've been on that. There's a producer from New York, one of the executive producers, that was salty that I didn't shake her hand. Because they called me in the back and was like, so-and-so was offended. And I said, okay, well then she can ask everybody in the room if they shook my hand. And she won't feel that way anymore. She'll be just fine.
Wow.
To make her feel better, I went back to her and tried to extend another hug. And I gave her a free little reading.
That was nice.
That was nice. Because everybody else in the room, and 30 other people all day long didn't get that. And again, my conversation is to be on TV, not to talk to you. So I didn't did you one. That's why the shaking thing was an issue. So anyway, when Cynthia came in, I said, okay. Because they mentioned something with Nene, with me not shaking her hand. And they was like, you cannot shake. You gotta. I'm like, I don't want to be doing all this like that. I'm doing it, but I'm not really feeling good with this. So when Cynthia came in, I shook her hand. Now there was a table a little bit away from us, and when I shook Cynthia's hand, one of the candles on the table fell over. Nobody was there. I understood that was my spirit God saying, "Don't you touch nobody else's hand in here."
Wow.
To me, that should have been aired because none of us was near that table, and that candle went bloop. So from that point on, I was, "Hey, how you doing? Hey, bring it in."
So, in your interaction specifically with Kim, because you guys kind of had like a little back and forth. Mm-hmm. Did we see everything that occurred with that, and can you walk us through that?
Everything you see is pretty much what it was. There are some behind the scene things that fed all of that. Hmm. And I didn't learn any of that until later on. This is my makeup. You guys forgive me. Chapstick is my makeup. And I lick my lips a lot and I drink a lot of water, so I always have to freshen up. So please forgive me.
We ain't mad. We ain't mad at that.
I hope not, because big lips and big jack lips ain't cute. Kim was brought back to shake things up. The producer that was in charge of the show at that time was trying to outdo his predecessor. And his angle was to bringing back Kim and shaking things up. Because Nene was returning.
You know, I had actually heard that as well.
Well.
So this kind of confirms what I had heard originally.
Mm-hmm. See, I'll call names on my platform. I'm going to respect your platform and keep it light. But you know who and what I'm talking about.
Oh yes. I know the exact producer that you're talking about as well. And so I'm not. When you said that, I was like,
so bro, to the point that. Oh, and I did a reading for him too, and told him he was moving to New York and wasn't going to be with that cast anymore either. So he already planted the bug in Kim's ear, just how thorough I am.
Wow.
Who they are and feel how they feel about us. Period. To fast forward to the text, before you ask me, I believe it's him that's who sent that text. Let's clear this up right away. Which is why when it was brought to me, I said, she ain't right there. She ain't that stupid. She dumb. She ain't do that. I said, I know who did. Oh boy, did that.
Really?
But they are peas in a pod. And while on set, I got to hear a private conversation. Anyway.
What is this private conversation? Because now we want to know.
It was all a setup. All of it. Down to stupid stuff like for 20, 25 minutes, they was arguing about Marlo. And I kept calling her Margot because I didn't know who she was. There's a producer on the floor next to me. Y'all can't see her. And I said, hey, how long they gonna be doing this? She said. I said, can I go get something to eat now? She was like, you gotta sit here. I was like, okay. Pass me my bottle. Because I had drinks with me. I said, pass me that bottle behind you.
Let me pause you right there because I want to tell the audience something.
Okay.
So just so you guys are kind of aware, and I believe we're talking about the same producer, there was, in season 10, there was a producer that was allegedly very, very close to Kim Zolciak, and who was part of the reason why she ended up coming back. To my knowledge, that producer left after that season. And so that's who we're kind of discussing. When we talk about the two people, the two peas in the pod, that's who we're discussing. So just to clear that up for anybody who's watching, because I know people might ask later.
So they did exchange personally a few bitches and black bitches between the two of them. So I was not surprised by the text. And I thoroughly believe that his hand was in the pot with that as well.
And for those of you guys who are wondering what the text messages are, I'll put them in a link in the description of this video so that you guys can check those out as well. So let's fast forward to when you're done with the scene with them, right? You've had these experiences. Oh,
I didn't leave. The door you see me go to is the front door. And that is from about an hour or so before the ladies got there. Or one of the times when they were arriving and I was going to get something. The door that I actually left out of was behind me. And it led to another room. Where all the production was set up with their laptops and blah, 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 blah for screen. You know how that behind the scenes thing look. That's where some of the food was too, and my daughter that was waiting for me to find out how this was about to go down. I took off my head wrap. I did some meditation. I did some prayers. I chilled myself out. I ate a piece of chicken. Chicken. Yes. I ate a piece of chicken. And I calmed down. They told me I had to go back on set. I went back on set. I did go back. So y'all can ask Bravo for this footage as well. When I went back out and said, it's very embarrassing and it's a shame how you are black, beautiful black women with a platform that should be used to uplift each other, and all you're doing is tearing each other down. I said, y'all didn't need a medium to come out and say who the elephant in the room is. The boob got on all pink. Then I pointed to Sheree and said, Sheree, you don't even like anybody in this room. And she said, now that's a lie. That's a lie. I said, well, be that what it may. I'm telling you what Spirit said. And that's the end of that. So if y'all want to rewind back to the finger roll, the finger roll was the first person, the closest person sitting next to me was the shiestiest mother in the room. Would y'all have appreciated me if I said, Sheree, you ain't, if that was the first thing out my mouth, would y'all have said, this medium ain't that she ain't worth a damn. So I had to, how do we want to address this? Just talk about the boyfriend situation real quick and bypass the other stuff. Because you're just starting. So understand, when I read and I know that you full of crap and you on one, I'm going for your dirtiest first. Because you're not going to come for me. We're not going to do that. That's how that went. So if y'all want any footage about whether or not I addressed the racism issue, I actually addressed it before the text message. I addressed it that day, April, August, whatever it was, 2017, on set. Request the BTS from Bravo.
Wow. Because I had a lot of people too who came to me and were like, "Well, why is she just addressing it now?" And I'm like, in my mind, I'd be like, "Go back and watch my video," because I actually said she did an interview in 2018. But this was a reaction that you had that day.
I'm like Cardi B, so on site.
Wow.
I'm not waiting. I've never waited for backup in any situation. We're going to address this right here, right now. And because I was very offended, because I noticed people saying, well, why is she mad? The girl's playing the Porsha hair. They ain't her business. They ain't her hair. If you black, that's my hair. If you my sister, any disrespect that's being placed on you is being placed on me. That's how I move, period.
Yeah, I did have some people ask. I saw some of those comments as well.
I was there.
And I wanted, that's why I put a picture of the doll in the video because, and for those who don't know, she was referring to the Mammy doll and how they used to play with the Mammy doll's hair. And that was what you were likening Kim playing in Porsha's hair to. And so that's why I put that picture up. It wasn't just like a random blackface photo. That was actually a Mammy doll that I put into the video.
Exactly. So again, going back to the way you presented everything, I have to applaud you because because some people can't read and some people listen to respond, not to comprehend. So for those people that deal with pictures, you help them out, and I appreciate you for that.
Yeah, I always feel like it's a show and tell situation with YouTube, and so I like to provide an ample amount of both because some people are visual and some people may not even watch the video. They may do this while they're listening, while they're washing dishes or playing with the kids, or whatever the case may be. So we try to give them both.
Right.
I want to ask you, when the episode came out, what was your reaction when you saw that episode?
Oh my God, I was so embarrassed. Y'all couldn't listen. Y'all couldn't save my life if y'all listen. What? I had a big old party. What? we made it. Philly, we in the building. I'm in Atlanta. I got the whole squad from Philly is in Atlanta for this. I rented out Fern Gully Cafe out in Kennesaw. Shut it down, music, food, good time. We all happy. Do the shake. I'm like, what kind of shit? What shady? For real? So, my family and friends is like, ooh, they don't even know what just happened. And I was like, it's all right, y'all. I'm going to explain it. And then it goes on, and I'm watching how nasty I look, and I'm like, oh, we're not going to talk. Where the part when they was calling each other for a half hour? Where's that at? So now I'm like sitting there explaining myself, but again, I'm with family and friends. So we really didn't even watch it because they was all like, no, what happened? What's the real tea? Because they know me. But I was embarrassed. So to the thing with people not being able to find me on social media, I didn't put my name on my Instagram page or my Facebook page. Well, my Facebook page has always been MBELE, my private page. My business, Instagram, and Facebook page have always been the Congo Princess. So y'all couldn't have found me if y'all wanted to. Because I was never listed under my name. I was always listed under my business, Congo Princess, LLC. But on top of that, I shut my Instagram down. Because I was getting attacked left, right, and center. And before going on the show, my dad was trying to prep me. He was like, so kid, you're getting a lot of attention. You have a lot of attention. People going to be saying stuff. And I was like, shit, they say whatever they want to say. They can say whatever they want to say. You saw me on Bravo. You know what I mean? But when it actually came, it was hurtful. It was on top of being embarrassed in front of my family and friends from the chop. What they called it chopped and left on the floor or something like that. Mm-hmm. It was very embarrassing. I was very hurt, and I shut down my social media. I think I went back and forth. People for I don't go back and forth. My friends were going back and forth. People that know me, and I was like, "Don't do that. We pull up. Don't do that."
Yeah, I have learned over the course of this past year to just you got to ignore the hateful stuff because
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Let me ask you a question. Based on your experience, you know, with that type of with your experience with someone like a Kim, and then sort of what we're seeing with Bravo and all these other networks putting the spotlight on certain individuals who exhibit this behavior. Do you think that firing what do you think we as Black people need to do, first of all?
Oh, you don't want to have a conversation with me. We need to unite. We need to unify. We need to be one. We need to put our differences aside and come together and do what we need to do for us. We need to, number one, stop trying to fit in a country, a society, a culture, and fit into laws that do not apply to us. To me, respectfully, to every movement, to every cause, we're fighting a senseless battle. This ain't even our land. This ain't even a European's land. So this really ain't even our fight. And then all that's going on here, everything that's been established here, it was built on our backs. There is no fight. We built this. We built the original White House. What are we trying to fit into? The laws were not written with us listed as human beings. The Constitution had us listed as livestock and animals, 3/5. Okay? What do we need to do? We need to let them know we're not playing their games no more. We're not doing this. But we can't do that if we can't come together amongst ourselves and say, I'm not going to sit in the room with cameras in my face and call you 95 bitches for a paycheck. That's what we need to do. We need to stop bleaching our skin trying to look like them because they say we gotta look this way, but deep down inside, you know Black is beautiful. You know you can do more things than anybody that's unmelanated. You go in any climate, whenever you want, however you want. So love yourself. We need to stop altering our bodies and our minds to fit into places where we do not belong. There is no fight if you're not even coming to the battlefield as a warrior. You're still coming as a slave. You're still coming as someone that's brainwashed. You're not coming to the forefront understanding that you're standing on the shoulders and the backs of your ancestors and they got you. You coming for the camera. Ooh, Black Lives Matter. Since when? Since when? Since the 95th person then got... Come on, make it make sense. You see what I'm saying? We need to get ourselves together. We need to know the laws, know they do not apply to us, and demand that is changed. Or go to Ghana. They're taking us. They said we can come home.
I did see that. I don't
know how all of us going to fit, but Luda is an ambassador or a prince or something over there. So if Luda let me come through, you know what I mean?
I want to ask you also, before we wrap up, I want to ask you about your business. When somebody wants to come to you for a reading, what's the process? Is there any preparation for that person to get either mentally ready, or is there a space that they need to go to before they come to you?
Yes. So I ask that everyone please email me at congoprincess@gmail.com. When you email me at congoprincess@gmail.com, it's Congo with a K, Kongo. When you email me, just say, hi, hello, my name is so-and-so. I would like to book a session. Thank you. Done. If you click the link in my bio on Instagram, it will take you to my YouTube video that says, get your money's worth. It's too many people talking to readers. The readers are being people friends. They're getting information and they're regurgitating everything back that you said to them. I don't operate that way. When you email me, hi, my name is Richie. I want a book. Thank you. And done. Don't come in my DM. That's not where I conduct my business at. If you come in my DM and ask me how to book a read, I'm going to tell you to email me. When I email you back, I'm going to give you my donation list. My price is very, very humble because I know everyone cannot afford what I should be charging. And so my price for my donation is $144. 143 means love. The dollar is going straight to the spirit realm. How I work. Okay? Everything that I do, off of that humble donation, a majority of that goes to work for you on the shrine. I put stuff out on your behalf, rum, candles, whatever, wine, fruits, whatever like that. Sometimes people want numerology, some people want astrology, some people want Reiki, some people like tea leaf readings, some people like coffee grain readings, different things, but all this is listed in there. It also says there's a $50 non-refundable deposit to book the reading. Once you decide which service you want, and you send in your donation, in my email it says, please send me your phone number so now we can talk. Because if you have any questions and we can book the time, blah, 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 we'll go forward from there. It is really that simple.
You know, as you were explaining that, I was thinking to myself, I gotta have you back on here at some point, or frequently, or however you feel led to pop up. Just to give some people information, you know, not readings, just to kind of I want to help. I just want to promote the cause. That's what I'm saying. Just, you know, one of the things that I feel like I always want to do is, especially now, promote Black business owners. And so for me, it's like, however I could do my part to do that, I will. So you just let me know whenever you got something that you want to promote, if you want to pop in and say something, let me know and we'll work that out. And I'm saying that to you publicly because I want you to know that that's the real.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I will. And I would love to come back and, you know, if the viewers at some point have some questions about spirituality in a whole that they would like have answered by me, I will be more than happy to do that. I want to say this again. No matter who the reader is that you're going to, get your money's worth. Do not go to any reader and talk to them like friends. They are not your friend. If you want an authentic read, you book your appointment and you shut up.
Word to the wise right there. MBELE, I want to say thank you for joining me and for having this conversation. Whenever I interview people, and I do it on a weekly basis at this point on different platforms, I always get so much more out of the interview than I bargained for, and this was no different. And I am quite excited for people to see this and get so much more out of it as well. Thank you so much for taking out your time to do this. I really, really appreciate it. I know that Mondays are your day, and you took some time to spend with me, and I appreciate you for that. We got your Instagram right here. I'm going to put your email in the bio as well for people who want to get in contact with you, so they'll have the information both ways. And with that being said, I just want to, I'm going to end it on that. Do you have anything that you would like to say as we head out?
Thank you again. Love your energy. Appreciate you. And I have a session waiting for you whenever you want it.
Ooh, I'm excited. Okay.
So
I'm down for it.
When you're ready, I'm ready. We ready.
I'm down for it. So for those of you guys who are watching, please subscribe to the channel. Please follow MBELE on Instagram. Hit her up in the email. I will have the email and a link below. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. We are about to hit 100K in about maybe a week or two. So we excited about that. We claiming it right now. With that being
I
said,
just want to get to 3,000. On TV got 2 followers. What the heck? Help me get my numbers up, y'all. Help me get verified, y'all.
we on a mission. We on a mission over here. All right, y'all. We will see you in the next video.